Hey guys, it's Tim and Azad with Calgary Real Estate Wealth. We just wanted to tell you today about our Real Estate Wealth Mastery Program.
Before we do that, you guys need to learn a little bit about ourselves, Tim and myself, who we are, where we come from, and why we're doing this.
Yeah, so we started Calgary Real Estate Wealth many years ago to help investors acquire and manage real estate, and we've been going strong ever since. And this program is all about how to do it.
Yeah, and the number one reason why we started this, or we put this together, I mean, Tim, we've been doing this for a number of years now, over 20 years since we've been in the business. What's different about Tim and myself is that we're actually licensed real estate agents. We were investors first, and we got our licenses basically to teach people how to invest in real estate. And Tim, why we put this whole program together is simply because we had so many people coming to us over the years that had done other courses that were either failing or giving up. We were seeing them run into problems with tenants. We were seeing them pick the wrong properties. And it made us so upset, Tim, that we wanted to show people how to invest the right way.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. We'll tell you all about the Real Estate Wealth Mastery Program. Bang. Okay, so the Calgary Real Estate Wealth Mastery Program is probably our finest work to date. It helps real estate investors every single day of the year. And what we wanted to showcase today is it's $98 a month.
Yeah, 97 bucks.
Oh, sorry, $97.
Yeah, so you know what? At the end of the day, we price it at $97 per month. And the best thing is you can cancel anytime. We did not want to be those investors that get you to spend thousands of dollars and then hope you make money. We actually want to do the reverse. We actually want you to learn from us. So you have basically the right education, the right strategy in place, the right plan, and you know what, take action. That was the whole idea around this. And investors that are doing our course, Tim, are making huge amounts of money right now.
Yeah, so let's just jump right in. What do you get? Well, with our Real Estate Wealth Mastery Program, first thing you get is we have a members-only website with over 100 hours of content on it. It's got tons and tons of information about every real estate investment strategy out there. And once you're a member, you have access to all of that.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to go through in detail each one of these steps, but we'll just read these so you guys can understand out there the value in this course and how it can help you move forward and take action. You get an individually tailored goal-setting investment strategy plan. That's one-on-one with Tim and myself. It's like a startup plan to work out exactly where you're at and to move you forward. We are doing 24 bi-weekly live real estate investment strategy seminars, and it's a hybrid session. We've gone in person and we stream it online. So wherever you're taking this course from, you can tap into the resources and learn from us live every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and the next thing you get is a custom financial mortgage plan. That's a real estate mortgage plan developed by our real estate mortgage experts that we have on board. They set up a plan so you can acquire as much or as little real estate as you can, and a perfect timeline for it. So whether you want one property or two properties or three properties, our mortgage team sets it up that way for you.
Yeah, next one is access to off-market properties, distressed properties and foreclosures. We believe you make money on the way in, okay? So we want to give you guys the first opportunity, and we sell most of our properties in-house. They don't even hit the MLS, but we also go out there and find the best deals for you. So that's one thing. The next is the latest investment opportunities, vetted properties, market updates, and property hot sheets. What we're talking about there is we're running the properties that we find through our analysis program, which you get. It's over 20 pages. Once you select that property, we put our stamp of approval on that property. We're so confident on the properties that we're choosing for our clients that we would even step in to buy the properties with them, or if they were running into problems, we would be there to help them out and take it off their hands 100%.
Yeah, and the next thing you get is our gold standard crew landlord kit and successful property management system. This is one of the things I like the best because it provides some of the greatest savings for our investors. If you're managing your own properties and you follow our landlord kit and our property management system, you can save over $2,000 a year in property management fees. So it's a great resource for our investors. and you'll really enjoy learning our system.
Yeah, and not only that, with the landlord kit, you get the support. You get Tim and myself. We will even come down there and help you rent out these properties so you select the right tenants. We actually make it mandatory for every new investor. We make it mandatory that they do our landlord kit training so they run their business how they should. The next thing is joint venture partnerships, training, and opportunities. We love this. We love matching members together and helping them buy more and more properties. And joint ventures has definitely changed our lives, and it continues to change a lot of our investors' lives, just because it gets harder and harder to keep borrowing to own properties on your own. So bringing in joint venture partnerships or syndication deals, it definitely helps you grow your business.
Yeah, the next thing you get is open access to all of our Calgary real estate wealth contractors and service providers. We've got a list of plumbers, electricians, lawyers, accountants, property managers, home inspectors, painters, whatever you need to successfully run your real estate investment business, whatever you need from a service provider aspect, we've got a contact that we can give to you.
Yeah.
So if you need anything like that, that's included in this membership.
Yeah. So, you know what, and all of these people have been working with us for years, Tim, and they work on our clients' properties, and some of them are crew members themselves. So you actually get to use the very best out there that we've come across.
Yeah. And next to that is the monthly market reports and yearly property review. We can set you up on a monthly market report for wherever your investment properties are, whatever neighborhood they're in. So you can keep track of all the sales and all the listings that are going on and compare it to yours, so you know the exact position your rental property is in the market. Also, the yearly property review, we go over every single community in the city of Calgary so that you know how your property will perform in each neighborhood that you're in.
Yeah, it's brilliant. You can keep on top of your assets, see how well they're doing. And you know what? We're doing those reviews so you can keep moving forward. Private one-on-one coaching and mentoring. This is massive. We wish we had this, Tim, when we started. I mean, Tim and I are here for the term of that investment. So if you have any problems with tenants, or you have problems with, maintenance or anything like that, we have the answer. We want to take those stresses away from you so you succeed at real estate investing. Tim, most investors out there give up because they don't have the support, and that's something we know we wanted to give you guys. So that is priceless, knowing that you're eventually going to own a portfolio of real estate and have people on your team helping you move forward and cheering you on every step of the way. The next thing in there is the books we wrote, Fearless Real Estate and 1 Million Reasons to Buy Real Estate. I mean, these books, Tim, they've changed people's lives just by reading them. Yep. I mean, Rich Dad, Poor Dad changed our lives when we first got into the business. But at the end of the day, when you read that book, it didn't give you the meat and potatoes that you need to move forward. And we definitely do that in our 2 books.
Yeah, so let's jump right in here. So our members only website, you can see here all of the different training classes that we offer, 22 of them. It's massive. We go through every single real estate investment strategy out there, even the alternative strategies that are not necessarily gonna, you're not gonna get huge returns, but they'll be a great income piece for you, like lease options, agreements for sale, rent-to-own strategies, Airbnb. All of those strategies can help you make income so that you can develop a portfolio as you go on.
Yeah, and not only that, we've brought in the experts. So you actually hear from our lawyers, our accountants, our home inspectors. You actually hear from investors that are doing things like Airbnbs. They're doing all different strategies, from rent to own to agreements for sale. We actually bring in Danielle, our finance expert, that will show you how to refinance your properties and use that equity to buy more. Some of the other things on there that we go through is raising capital, other people's money. We teach you who to go to, how to present yourself, how to get them across the finish line to invest in you. We want to make you the expert. So people will invest in you, and you'll be making yourself money and making them money. Other things we go in is how to choose the right investment property, how to analyze the deal, running all of the numbers. And there's no fluff here. We actually go through exactly how to work out if it's a good deal or not. So you have these tools for the rest of your life. getting the right financing, understanding the right financing, how to structure the no money down deal, how to buy bank foreclosures, how to use your RRSP. Some people are sitting on massive amounts of cash there that they could use as a deposit. We already talked about becoming a successful landlord, how to legalize a secondary suite, or better still, how to add value to properties so you could actually put money into the property, add value, then take that money back out and go again. Flipping houses, we have clients that we actually have documented step by step on what renovations they're doing, what trends, where they're getting these materials cheaper than going to Lowe's or Home Depot, and then actually pulling it off and making huge amounts of money. We actually have documented it so you can see how you can do it too. Other things we're doing is land development. We're doing the BRRRR strategy, commercial and multifamily investing. We have to work out exactly where you're at, and then we move you forward. And then we go into more serious stuff like your legal liabilities when owning real estate and protecting your assets, forming corporations, if you should, if you shouldn't. We know that question comes up all the time, Tim, and we have the answers for you guys if you should or shouldn't. So the best thing about our course, it's all online. You can learn as you go at your own time, wherever you are. You could do it on your iPod or your iPhone or whatever you want to do on your laptop. You could do it at home. We've seen people watching our videos at home on a big screen and sending us pictures, which is awesome. But the best thing about this is that you get all of this material up front. There's no like,
it doesn't come at you at dribs and drabs. You can go at it at your own pace. You can study every single one of these strategies all at your own pace. And another thing about these strategies is that they're all relevant to the Canadian market. We see a lot of investment courses that give a lot of American-based information and education. These are all relevant right here. You can use every single one of these strategies in the Canadian market right now.
Yeah, and the best thing is you get all of our forms, you get our checklists, you get our investment guides, and it's all in the program. You can download it, you can have it, and you get to keep it, which is great. Okay, we're going to go through these in a little bit more depth, Tim.
Yeah.
Right?
So the next thing is the individual tailored goal setting and investment strategy plan. What we do when you first join us is we sit you down in one of our boardrooms and we go over your goals. After we go over your goals, we set up an investment plan for you. How do you want to get there? How quickly do you want to get there? How much real estate do you want to own? How much wealth do you want at the end of your real estate investing career? So when you sit down with us, we're very, very serious about this piece because we want you to be successful and we're going to tailor it so that you are successful.
Yeah, this sets the tone of you being a crew investor. As Tim was saying, we work out your end goal and then we work backwards. How are we going to get there? What kind of strategies are we going to use? You have to remember, Tim and I are investment-focused real estate agents. So it doesn't matter if you're just buying a home to live in. We are going to take the financial aspect of that to help you propel yourself to move forward. You may move out of that first property and rent it out. That's called our move up program. Or you may be looking at getting into commercial deals or land deals or subdivisions or infills, or you may be looking at getting a suited property and making it legal. We have a team of contractors that help our clients legalize their properties. And we want you to do that. We want you to provide safe, affordable housing for people out there. And we know what's coming up, Tim, in Calgary for the next 3 to 5 years. We have a shortage of rental properties. We sit you down and we work out, is it cash flow you're after, or are you after buying in communities that are going to appreciate more than other communities? We run the numbers, we study community by community in Calgary, and we help you get into a community that we know is going to make you money. And that's really, Tim, at the end of the day, that's what we want to do.
Yeah. Getting into our bi-weekly seminars, we've been running these real estate investment seminars for probably 18 or 19 years. We started off in person when COVID came. We went online. Now it's a hybrid. You can either visit us online or in person. But we go through every real estate investment strategy on these seminars, and then we bring in guest speakers.
Yeah.
We bring in our lawyer, we bring in our accountant, we bring in our property manager, we bring in a credit rebuilding specialist. We bring in everybody, and these seminars are free.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Tim, about the credit specialist. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Our aim is to move you forward. If we have to get your credit sorted out first, we will do that. But all of these topics we've hand selected because we believe that they will make you money. And we also believe that you can do this. You can pick, now you can't do all of them, but you can definitely learn all of them, Tim. So we do teach all of them, but our job is to help you to pick that right strategy. And even if we don't have a lawyer or an accountant coming in, the best thing is you hear from our investors that are doing it themselves. I mean, we've got some young people that were renting last year, Cole and Tasha. We're going to try to put some videos at the end of this so you guys can see, but it's all on our Crew TV. But this couple, Tim, they jumped into our course and they were renting in a basement suite in Mount Pleasant not long, 2 years ago. And now they're onto their second property. Actually, they're onto the third property, going onto their fourth property, and they already have over $200,000 in equity. So can it be done? It definitely can be done. This is not a get-rich-quick program. We say it all the time. There is no hype. It's just real results, so you can replicate them.
Okay. The next thing you get as a member is you get individual access to our mortgage team. Now, this is Danielle DeMarco. She leads our mortgage team. And what she does is she develops a real estate investment plan for you. She just doesn't go out and get you a single mortgage and puts it on a rental property. She does her homework and makes sure that you're you have the right mortgage product on your rental property so you can replicate the process and go again. There's nothing worse than someone going out and getting an $800,000 home and then they can't invest anymore because they've blown all of their mortgage opportunities.
Yeah, so we're going to sit you down and actually go through and give you the scenarios. If you do go buy that big home, it may have you on the sidelines for some time. So we're going to sit you down and give you the pros and cons of which way to invest. And at the end of the day, you need a good financial mortgage broker behind you that understands the game. We've been working with Danielle since 2006. And she's put plans together for clients that have gone on to buy 5, 6, 7, 8 properties in a short amount of time. So is it possible? You have to be working with the right team to make it possible.
Yeah. The next thing you get is you get access to our off-market properties, distressed properties, and foreclosures. A lot of these properties don't even hit the market. They're sold within our network from one investor to another. And what you get with an off-market property is you get to get ahead of the crowd. Right now, there's tons of multiple offers and crazy bidding wars and things like that going on in our market. But you have access to our off-market properties where you can avoid that.
Yeah, this is perfect for the investors out there that like looking at the deals. I mean, you can't buy everything, we say that, but we do look out for these off-market deals or these distressed properties where, you know what, you're going to make money on the way in. And when we do go out and look at these properties, we're actually calculating what the renovation costs will be. And then we actually can show you where to get the money for the renovations if needed. So it's a win-win for you guys out there that you have someone that knows exactly what it's going to cost to get the property to get it evaluated where you need that to be.
Yeah. Moving on, our landlord kit, we went into it in detail earlier on, but what you get is a system that guarantees success.
Yeah.
Our landlords right now pretty much have 0% vacancy.
Yeah. So, okay. So when we buy a property for you, we're already vetting that it's going to have 0 vacancy. That's our aim. And you know what? We've pulled it off. And the reason why we've pulled it off, we're picking the right properties and then we're picking the right tenants. So we bring you in, actually you'll have this straight away when you buy the course. You get it online, but it goes through screening tenants. It goes through advertising the property. We actually facilitate that with pictures and description. When you do go to advertise the property, we show you where to advertise it. And then we show you how to do, how to show the property. We actually show you how to do it to make it stress-free on you and have a lineup of tenants out the door. And then we show you how to choose that right person. I mean, we wish we had this when we started because Tim and I could tell you we bought the wrong properties. We chose the wrong tenants. We've gone through the nightmares out there so you guys can really, really have success at being a landlord and continue. Our aim is to make it a success so you do continue, Tim.
Yeah, it guarantees success, but it also helps you avoid mistakes. And there's nothing worse than being a landlord making a mistake, because it can be very, very costly. This landlord kit helps you avoid those mistakes.
And as Tim was saying, not only that, the average property manager out there, Tim, is charging 10%. So on a 2,000, that's $200, $2,400 a year you'll be saving. And you might be sitting there saying, hey, you know what? I don't have time to do that. I could tell you, once you pick the right tenant, you have all the time in the world. We have pilots doing this. We have single mothers doing this. We have doctors doing this, that when they bought properties through us, they were thinking, no, I'm getting the property. And we're like, no, don't do it. This is how you're going to do it. You're going to follow this bulletproof system, and it's going to work, and it's still working today.
Yeah. The next thing you get is our JV system. Now, joint ventures are something you kind of have to get to when you either run out of financing or you run out of capital. Azad and I have done quite a few joint ventures with other people and with each other. What it does is it helps you spread the risk, and it helps you spread the profit as well.
Yeah, so joint ventures changed our lives. In the Fearless Real Estate book that you'd get with the program, and in the program, we go through in detail how to do joint ventures, who to do a joint venture with, how to secure your partnership, how to make it safe, how to make it win-win so your partners keep buying with you. We actually go through step-by-step process on a joint venture. Which role is whatever partner is going to do, we spell it out so both partners know exactly what they have to do with that property. And then, you know what, it's a killer. It will help you.
And these pictures right here show a lot of the joint ventures that our clients have done with, amongst each other, and they're all having huge success, whether it's a joint venture on a flip, whether it's a joint venture on a long-term hold property, whether it's a joint venture on a rent-owned property. They're all having great success.
Yeah, and inside the course, there is our joint venture agreement, which is valuable. It's actually worth it about $500 for a lawyer to draw that up. We actually give you our sample of our joint venture agreement. And then we actually help you if you do come across joint venture partners. If you're not using partners within our group, we actually will sit you down with your joint venture partner and help you both understand how to move forward, how to put it on a JV agreement, how to register that on title, so everybody is protected in the joint venture. Joint ventures, I could definitely tell you, has changed our lives. We've bought millions of dollars worth of real estate through joint venture partnerships. And you know what, if you're thinking of investing and you're thinking of owning multiple properties, at the end of the day, joint ventures, that's the answer.
So our crew contractors and service providers, now these guys and gals are some of the best in the business, whether it's our lawyers, who we would recommend to just about anybody, our accountants, home inspectors, mortgage brokers, property managers. As you can see on the list here, it just goes on and on and on. And when you're a member, you have access to every single one of these service providers that we use on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, and what I love about our contractors is that they're real estate based. So our lawyers, they actually handle all of our transactions. Same as the accountants and the mortgage brokers. Can you use your own? Of course you can. Yeah. But we've just sourced out the very, very best, and we have a working relationship with them. And we know that our team, everything goes smoothly, especially when it comes down to doing things like turning a suited property into a legally suited property. There's things you have to deal with at the city, and there's permits, and you have to understand what has to be done initially to turn it into a legal suite. We handle all of that for you.
Yeah. Our monthly market reports, they're tailored to your investment property. So if you have a certain property in a certain neighborhood, we send you a monthly market report dealing with just that neighborhood. It gives you up-to-date sales, up-to-date listings. So you know exactly where you're positioned in the market, how much equity you've gained since you bought the property, whether your rental rate is currently at the right amount. Because as we know, rental rates fluctuate up and down. Right now, they're very, very high, but you need to know if you're competitive with other rental properties in your neighborhood.
Yeah, so you know what, at the end of the day, the reason why we do this is so you can keep on top of where you're at, and if you're in a position to move forward on another property. So it's all about being comfortable. We work out your what do you say, Tim, like your comfort level, and then we go from there. And you know, we have investors, Tim, that maybe only want to buy one property, but they want to buy a property in an area that they know is going to go up $100,000 to $150,000 in the next 2 years. So we actually will monitor that for them and they will jump from property to property to property, just making money that way. So do you have to be a landlord, Tim? You don't have to be to make money from real estate, but it's up to you which way you want to go.
So also included in the membership is our 2 books that we wrote, Fearless Real Estate and 1 Million Reasons to Buy Real Estate. Very quickly, 1 Million Reasons to Buy Real Estate is an ebook. It's a very, very quick read, but it's very, very informative. It just tells you the core fundamentals of how to invest in real estate and why we got into it.
Yeah, Fearless Real Estate is a hard copy book. It does sell for $17 on our site, but you do get it part of our package for $97 per month. And you know what? It really goes into a deeper dive on all of the strategies, from raising capital to doing joint ventures to flipping houses. And there's much, much more. We talk about alternative investment strategies like lease options, rent to own, agreements for sale, Airbnb sublets. So there's many, many ways to make money from real estate, especially if you're starting off. Some of those alternative investment strategies can help you, save up for a deposit for a real property, but that's part of the package as well.
Yeah, and it's chock full of client stories and interviews and what they're doing, their successes in the real estate market right now. So you don't have to take it just from us. You can see what our clients are doing as well. Another thing you get to is access to our latest investment opportunities. Every week, we put these out in an email. What we've come across in the market, whether we've sourced them amongst our members or whether they're out on the MLS, we vet these properties. So we look at the numbers behind these investment properties, and then we put them out to our membership first, so that they have first access to what we've seen out there.
Yeah, it's awesome. You guys get the opportunity first, and it's up to you to, if you want to take action. But it's great to see the numbers. And then we also do, Tim, we always showcase what our clients are buying as well. So once you're a member, you get access to actual properties that we've just purchased. We show you the numbers so you can see what investors are buying at that time, which is awesome.
Yeah. And probably the number one thing that you're going to get when you become a member with Calgary Real Estate Wealth is you get our private one-on-one coaching and mentoring. Now, we think that this provides the most value to our clients because you get access to us. You can call us anytime, you can email us anytime. We will give you answers to any issues that come up with your rental properties, or if you need help with your financing, we've got our mortgage team to deal with that. We give you the mentoring and the coaching that you need to make your real estate investing successful.
Yeah, we know real estate is the easiest way to make money or to create wealth. We know that, but we know where some people over time, Tim, have really, haven't kept it up is because they didn't have the support, they didn't have the guidance. So we have all of that for you. There is no excuses for you guys sitting out there thinking about getting into investing and not sure where to go. We actually will go through everything you need to know and give you the support, the guidance, and ongoing education for the term of that investment. So when you do become a member, you actually will get all of this peace of mind, real estate investing every step of the way.
And again, it's only $97 a month. So we've got tons and tons of members that have bought this program. They're loving it. They're having huge success, and they're making a pile of money.
Yeah, $97. I mean, we can't believe we're giving this away. Similar courses that teach everything that we've taught, we've paid Tim over $17,000 for. Why are we doing this? Because we believe everybody should own a rental property. We definitely believe that. We know what's going to happen to the Calgary market, especially 2024 and keep going. You look at what's happening in Ontario and BC and how expensive it is. People will be moving here, and we actually need you to own investment properties so people have somewhere to live. The other thing that you have to understand is that you get to keep the books. You get to keep the joint venture agreement that's worth close to $500.
The landlord kit, the forms, everything.
You get to keep it. We wanted to give you value. So actually, if you actually use it, you will think of us when it comes to real estate, and we're there to help you. That's the other thing that is different from our course to other courses out there. We're licensed real estate agents, so we're actually going out there finding the deals and then hand selecting them with you, so you don't have that stress of making the wrong decision.
Yeah, so that's what you get when you have our Calgary Real Estate Wealth program. Tons and tons of stuff. You'll make tons of money if you're investing in the real estate. but you don't have to just take it from us. After this is done, we're going to have a bunch of interviews with our clients. You'll be able to watch it after we're done here.
Yeah.
And don't take it from us. Listen to what they have to say.
Yeah, we hope you become a true real estate investor, and we look forward to working with you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
First of all, you need a good team. These two gentlemen here, for sure. Danielle is a great mortgage broker. I use Tiro lawyer as well. That was a recommendation, and I use your account. So I've got a wonderful team behind me.
We're using our tradesmen too.
That's right. Yeah, Millis are next door. So it makes it easy when you've got the right team, because I have a ton of questions, and sometimes I think I'm asking too many questions, but that's how you learn. So within a year, we've been able to knock out 3 condos, and we are where we are today. And I couldn't have done it without you guys. So just jump into it, you know, and if the deal isn't right, they're going to tell you. They're going to help you through that process and make sure it makes sense at the end of the day.
Well, working with Azad and Tim was really helpful, because like they show you a couple tester properties, and I liked it was just like, this is not something you want to buy, but you need to see that edge of this is not a good property. But it helps put conceptually like what types of properties are out there and what you actually need to be looking for. So we probably looked at only 4 or 5 before you started showing us like look behind the curtain a little bit, like all this needs is a little refresh, and just being very relaxed about it, and like, just don't worry, we will get into something here. Just be a little patient with it, because I know we really actually wanted to get rid right away. We just kept telling us to be patient. So now we've bought 2 places and looking for more with each other. So
There you go. Be patient. You've made 200K.
Yeah.
Plus your cash flowing, and life is good.
Yeah, it's doing really good. So makes me want to do this more rather than go to my 9-to-5 job all day. But gotta stick with that. Yeah.
It starts with trust, right? You need to trust the people that you work with, and that's very important. So we gave our trust to you, and we're happy that we did that, because we saw good results. You stopped us from making bad investments, so that's really good. So that's where it all starts. Listen to the guidance, do your own homework. There are many advice. There's a lot of advice that you have given us to do our homework, look at the website, which we have done. We learned a lot in the process, and thanks for answering all the questions. I advise everyone, just go ahead and ask your questions, do your homework, trust in the judgment, and then work as a team.
Well, we were following on Calgary in general, so we were interested in what's the city, how we can live better life in there versus BC. So we had our own experience living a few years in BC in like a shoebox kind of apartment, and we saw that for the same money we can be in Calgary. And seeing that you are providing us like all people with webinars, with knowledge, with the experience that you have, we were quite confident that you would be good at your job. So we kind of created this whole like trust just from the videos. And then we thought that, okay, so we know these guys, we know that they're knowledgeable about the city, so we can go with them.
When we were actually buying this property, you did not give us information only about the property, about the neighborhood, past of this neighborhood, how this developed, and what is the future, what are the possible investments over here. And then actually, right now, we bought the first property, but we started to make the plan for the future steps. So I could say like, yes, you can buy property with, let's say, anyone else. However, you cannot make this plan and actually about the future.
Right.
Another part I wanted to add that how different and how we enjoyed working with you is that you're not just saying like, okay, buy this one or buy this one. You're saying why this one is good, why this one is bad, what are the options, and how it can look in the future. So we were looking not only for the house to stay, but specifically for the investment and how it can affect us.
Start learning, and you need to understand what you're getting into first, and that's where Tim and Azad come in. And then once you think you know enough, these guys are really good at helping your hand and holding your hand and telling you exactly what you need to do and the things to look out for. And I remember we looked at a lot of houses, and you were like, "No, stay away from that. Don't do that. This is just going to get ruined." It was both a good buying experience and a good learning experience. I would, don't wait too long.
Awesome.
First take, boys.
Yeah.
So I actually came to one of you guys' seminar. This was about 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And as soon as I came to the seminars and just had the information that they were sharing, it was just really, really valuable. And I just thought, okay, you know what? It doesn't make sense for me to go anywhere else. It makes more sense for me to actually work with you guys.
Yeah, everyone says it, but just get started. Just reach out to these guys. they're not going to guide you in the wrong direction. Just have some faith that, and they will bring you a good plan. You might see a lot of blockers, but these guys will sort of guide you around it so fast that it feels like you've wasted a bunch of time thinking about it. So that would be my advice. Just reach out and see what they have to say.
You know what, like I said, I met, Azad and team like 4 years ago, and it was at one of your presentations, and I kind of liked, the ideas that you guys, were putting out there for people. And since then, I thought to myself that if I had to do any, property dealing, of course, it will have to be with you guys. And when my first opportunity came, that was last year, I rang you up, and I like the fact that he was so forthcoming, with my ideas. He just didn't, take the call for granted, and we started working together. He got me the deal. I was happy about that. So I will advise people, if you want, your property deal handled by experienced, team, these are your guys, team.
It's been really good. You guys have been super supportive, and there's a lot of videos and documentation that's helped me a lot. Certainly very thorough, and you've been there every step of the way, so it's been really good.
Yeah, because I think when you get into this investments and stuff, you want to have a team that you trust and build your team around that and have a strong team. And finding Tim and Azad has been excellent, and really I put all my trust in them, and they've been great in everything that their knowledge and all that stuff. So
beautiful.
It's been excellent.
Yeah.
I want to tell them that it's possible. I did not think it was really possible 3-4 years ago. I'm in a better place now to step forward. I've been attending the seminars virtually and also in person. Have gotten to know Tim and Azad. We've had several conversations and found that your values align with mine and with my family's. We'd like to provide affordable, safe, secure housing for people in Calgary, and that's what we're doing. And it's great to work with you guys.
And it feels nice to get that education from someone like yourself and your team. Because like I said, I've tried a lot of different people actually, and then I came back to you guys with the mortgage side of things and the information, and it's stuck true, so I really appreciate it.
Even just the knowledge that I've gained makes it worthwhile. So let alone the relationships, and I mean, every time I'm on one of those calls, I realize more and more how much you guys do know and how much you're willing to share that information with people. That's what I love about it, where you don't get that with a lot of people.
Right.
So yes, obviously the money we paid was well worth what has happened, but even better is now we have a very good blueprint for moving forward, and I can see us having a very long relationship.
So first of all, you need to reach out to Tim and basically Azad. Like, they know what you're doing, right? And the landlord training basically walks you through what you need to know in terms of person coming, a real estate investor, how to pick the right tenants, what to do when something comes up, So I'd say reach out to them. I'm sure that they're going to put their details somewhere around there. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's
and
really nice experience.
How does it feel to have the support going forward if you need help?
Amazing. Because
what I was excited about working with you guys is because I knew the importance of working with an investor-focused real estate agent. So Tim really helped me kind of understand and kept me on track that, this isn't your dream home, this is an investment property, so try not to get too emotionally attached. So that was huge for me to have someone like Tim there.
You might get emotionally attached to this one though, because it's a good house.
Fair enough. So that was a big part, and then I think what I was really happy about was after it was all done, providing me with the landlord training. That was huge because I hadn't really done much in research on that part. So I think that was a huge value that you guys brought to the table for me. So I'm definitely thrilled about that.
Awesome.
I believe that when it comes down to this real estate business, these guys are the best. They will tell you every single thing you need to know, and they'll guide you all through the way. And I think that advice is very important. So if you're looking to do, whether that be you being an investor or you want to be a homeowner, Tim and Azad, hands down, best guys.
Okay, guys, we hope you like those testimonials. If you're thinking of investing in real estate, just click the buy now button below. $97 gets you started, and we will be in touch very soon.